All right, Kevin Swartz here. Going to walk you through how to do a logical forensic acquisition on an Android device using Santoku Linux. So first and foremost here we have our Santoku Linux system. You should be looking at the desktop like you see here. And you're going to go to the Santoku image in the bottom left-hand corner and select the Android SDK Manager, as you saw there. Now as this loads up, we want to go ahead and install the tools that we need. So we're going to select Android SDK tools, the first two, uncheck everything under 4.4, 4.3, and we're going to go down to 2.3.3 and go ahead and select SDK platform and Intel x86. There's also another one down below called Android Support Library. We'll go ahead and leave that checked as well. And then go ahead and click Install 5 Packages. Again, showing you exactly what you need here. Top two, Platform Tools and Tools, SDK Platform, and Intel x86 under Android 2.3.3, and the Support Library. Accept a license and go ahead and click on both to make sure that you accept the license for all and click Install. We're going to go ahead and fast forward here a little bit in the video because we don't want to sit through all of this. So after we fast forward and get through the install here, we're actually going to install a few additional packages as well. And these packages are going to be the other two packages under 2.3.3, as well as the rest of the tools, Android tools, here in the tools folder. So what you can do is you can actually just click on that tools folder itself and install all of those packages. Accept the licenses and click install. Once again, we're going to fast forward and go ahead and again assume that everything is installed. Make sure that you install each of those pieces. This might take a little while, but go ahead and let everything install. And once that's done, you'll be ready to move on. Now once that's done, click on Tools in the Android SDK Manager and click on Manage AVDs, Android Virtual Devices. Once the next window loads up, click Create, and we're going to create a new Android device. Here we call it Test Android. Let's go ahead and select something that we know will fit on our screen. So let's select a Nexus 4. The target is going to be Android 2.3.3. CPU is ARM. Let's give it an HVGA skin. Let's go ahead and give it an SD card as well. All right, we'll pause here for a second, make sure that your setup looks like this, and once it does, go ahead and click OK. Click OK on this screen as well. Now we want to select that Android device and click Start. Once we're comfortable there, click Launch. And this will launch our new Android device. You can minimize the other windows. This might take a little while to load up, that's okay. This is pretty resource heavy, so it might take a little while for it to actually load. This is part of the reason why we used a 2.3.3 and not a 5.0 Android or something higher, because those take even more resources than a 2.3.3. So we'll wait just a few more seconds here for this to load up, and once we do, you might have an unlock screen. If you do, go ahead and unlock the device. If not, go ahead and click. And now we want to populate some data. So go ahead and populate data on this device, including actually trying to make a call. You won't be able to connect because, well, you won't actually have a cell service tied to it, but you can go ahead and try dialing. That's actually going to create a new phone record. You can create a contact. You can try to send a text message, which will create a text message, whether it was actually delivered or not. And once you've done each of those, Then we're going to actually start the forensics. So now that you've completed populating your device, go to that Santoku knife in the bottom left, select Device Forensics, and then select AFLogical OSE. Now what you want to do is you actually need to type into the terminal what you're going to see me type here in the example. Now you don't have to do this part, I'm just making this bigger so it's easier to read. So ignore this part. But what you want to do is actually type AFLogical OSE and then press the Enter key. When you do that, you're actually going to see an application load on your Android that you created that's over there on the left. So AFLogical OSE and then hit Enter. And the default password is Santoku, S-A-N-T-O-K-U. Though if you've changed it, you're going to have to put in whatever you changed it to. Another option if Santoku doesn't work is just pressing Enter. There might not be a passcode at all. Now again, after pressing Enter, you should see it look somewhat like this. And go back into your Android device, you should see the screen. And what you want to do is press Enter, or press Capture in the Android screen first. So go ahead and press Capture like you saw me do there. Now you want to press Enter to pull the data out to your home directory. Okay? So again, press Capture on your Android device, then press Enter in the window on the right. Now what we want to do is go down to the menu folder in the taskbar, click on AFLogical Data, find the folder that we just pulled, double click on that, and from there you actually have CSV files that have the information that you populated. Okay? I hope this was informative, and if you have any questions, please run through this one more time. Thanks very much.